did you keep yourself motivated to do that many episodes for that long? Because I did 22 on Battlestar and it killed me. It was hard. It is a hard run, and just trying to stay. And when that show, like when we finally like ended, I was so excited to be done. I was so excited to be done because I was so excited to play a different character. And were you ready to be done?
Yeah, I was ready, and I've talked about this publicly. I mean, I was ready to be done before we were done. I mean, I mean, it was an interesting journey for me. Like, I was 23 when I shot the pilot. I'm 34 now. I was 33 when it finished. So it was 10 years of my life. And as I just talked about, I was very naive when it started. And I didn't have a family. I didn't know my wife yet. We started dating season 2. And it was really, and I'm someone who's struggled with all kinds of different types of anxiety, like my whole life, as a lot of actors do, and insecurities and imposter syndrome. And I didn't want to audition for the show because I thought I had no chance at getting it. And then I got it. And I still to this day feel like I don't know why it was me that got to do it. Like, I still have imposter syndrome about the fact that I did it for 10 years. And that manifested itself in all kinds of ways. The first, along with like how hard the schedule was, and like, and being insecure about like not feeling like I'm good a lot of the time. Like, I was stressed a lot those first few years and really tired. And was not always like the best version of myself, I feel like, for the first, like, because it was a grind. I mean, it was a 9.5-month season, and I was basically alone in Canada and didn't, it was my whole life. So there was no balance at all. No. So it was honestly like, so thankful it ran as long as it did, because it wasn't until like season, like maybe halfway through 5, season 6, that I like started to like recalibrate my stress and realized like I could, like, I'm sure I seemed like a dick sometimes because I was just like stressed and like didn't know how to manage it. And
well, you're also carrying that show as much as that it was an ensemble and there were people around you. It was your show. Like, that's a lot of pressure.
And I took it seriously to a fault sometimes. I've actually seen clips now of Christopher Reeve was like Superman. That franchise was like my thing as a kid. And I still love Superman to this day because of him. And he was a really serious actor before he did that. And I've seen, like, he rubbed people the wrong way making that because he was so serious about it. And everyone was like, bro, we're making Superman, like, relax. And like, I was kind of the same, like, and that was that way till the end too. Even after like I realized like I could relax and have more fun, that like I knew like what we were making was kind of silly, and it could be really silly. And if I didn't take it seriously, then it wasn't going to work. So like I had to feel like I was doing Shakespeare, or like it was, you know, I took it really seriously. And I think that helped me as an actor, because like I could have like given up at times on myself and been like, you know, just phoned it in. But I don't know. I mean, it was just like the only thing I could control was my own work. So I took it really seriously. And then like seasons like 5 or 6 on, I realized I could also like relax and have fun. And just because I'm taking the work serious doesn't mean that what we're doing is that serious. And it also doesn't mean that like if somebody next to me doesn't have the exact same approach as me, like that's okay too. Like they can, you know, everybody can do this their own way. Like, so, and I just know now about myself, that's just who I am as an actor. Like, I don't really care what medium I'm going to work in or what type of project it is. Like, as long as I can have fun doing it, I'm able to like provide for my family in some type of way. And, and I take my work serious. Like, those are really my only like 3 main benchmarks these days, I feel like.